Joining us now for our weekly Ask the Lawyer segment is New Haven-based defense attorney Tara Knight. We're glad you're here with us again.
Thank you for having me.
All right, listen, tonight we're going to talk about when you should get a lawyer for a court case and how, if you're getting the right lawyer.
Correct.
All right, let's start there. Let me ask you this. Are there some legal matters that you can save the money and not hire a lawyer for?
Yes, because there's certain matters, for instance, if you have a civil dispute and the amount in controversy is less than $5,000, you can go to the small claims court and do that yourself. Most lawyers are not going to handle that because it's not big bucks for them, and plus it's simple for you to do if you go to the small claims court yourselves. Additionally, they just instituted streamlined divorce proceedings for people who don't have children. There's no dispute about assets, that you don't have to hire a lawyer and spend all of the money for the lawyer to do the divorce. And lastly, there are motor vehicle tickets. If you get a ticket for speeding or taking a right on a red when you shouldn't have, you can plead not guilty and go to court yourself, talk to the prosecutor, and try to work out something without retaining a lawyer.
Okay, so now there are many flavors of lawyers, as you know. When somebody becomes a lawyer, that doesn't necessarily mean they can handle any kind of case, right?
That's true. It's a big misconception in the public that if you're a lawyer, you know everything from medical malpractice.
You don't know everything? Wait a minute.
No, believe it or not, I know a lot, but not everything. When you're in law school, you learn a little bit about all kinds of law, but you're not an expert in every area. So the good news is you need to really vet a lawyer to make sure they handle the area of law that you need, and ask people about lawyers.
So how do I know if my lawyer is the right lawyer for my legal issue?
Well, the first thing is Google. Google is amazing. You Google the lawyer and you can find out if that lawyer knows what they're talking about just based on what you see. But there's some organizations that take a position on lawyers and provide reviews. For instance, there's the National Board of Trial Advocacy, and that is a group that specializes lawyers, certifies them in certain specialties rather. They give them tests, they make sure they have the required background. Additionally, their websites, avo.com, martindale.com, and there's always good old-fashioned word of mouth to determine whether or not your lawyer knows what they're talking about.
Okay, so I've asked around, I've Googled, I have picked my attorney. What should I ask him or her when I first sit down like this? What do you talk about?
Well, you need to first make sure the lawyer is interested in your problem and engaged with you, and and is sincerely and genuinely showing an interest in what you need done. The second thing is, has the lawyer explained the fee structure to you, so you're not going to get hit at the end with a bill that you hadn't expected. Lawyers are required to reduce their fee agreements to writing. Also, the lawyer needs to explain the process to you. Make sure that he explains or she explains the goals and what's going to happen. And lastly, you should check with the Connecticut Statewide Grievance Committee because they keep records of lawyers who have faced disciplinary actions.
Okay, listen, we hope you don't need a lawyer, but if you do, that's all good advice. Tara Knight, we're glad you're with us again. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And listen, if you'd like to see this interview again or past interviews of our Ask the Lawyer segment, just go to our website, WTNH.com, and Tara, we'll be back again with more advice on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you.